Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are focusing on stretching. Stop procrastinating and get stretched out is basically what we're calling this, because I know many people do not put in the time on stretching that they need to. We work out for an hour and a half and then we sort of touch our toes once and we're like, yeah, we're good. And we walk away and the injuries start to pile up. So we are taking the time today to take 5 to 7 minutes to focus on the lower body. Yesterday was upper body. You can follow along with that up there, excuse me. So let's get the lower body in and just make sure you take the time to do this 2 or 3 times per week. It can be pre-workout, post-workout. It's going to help you avoid those injuries. Let's begin. Hands on the hips. We're going to do a couple basic exercises other direction just to get started, and then we'll do some of the harder, more advanced ones at the end. All right, you're going to want to get your balance on one foot for this next exercise. Leg up, grab your knee, drag it across your body, but try to keep your chest square and feel the glutes stretch out. Hold that for 3, 2, 1. Now grab with the opposite hand. Again, hips, chest square, open up, and just start stretching out through the groin. Now 2 hands wrap up on the knee, the shin, and you squeeze as tight to your chest as you can with that leg. 3, 2, 1. Now finish it off by sliding your hand down to your foot. Stretch out the quad. This is just a nice warm up because you can't get too deep with these stretches, but it's a good way to ease in. And switch legs, starting by pulling across your body. This is one of the routines, the little stretching routines that I use to start my workout. And open it up. Again, stretches are not too deep and just a good way to start getting the body a little bit limbered. Grab, pull to the chest. And take the foot, stretch out the quad. And let's get a couple calves in here. Hands to the floor. One heel flat to the ground. Other one can either stay up or just elevated slightly off the ground. Switch legs. Switch again. And one more time. And now lunge forward with one of your legs. Drop your back knee to the ground. And start dropping your chest towards the floor. You're going to feel the groin of the lead leg really get a good stretch, hamstring a little bit as well, and maybe even the hip flexor of the leg, which the knee is touching the floor. Some people are super flexible on this one, and they can actually get their chest right down. These guys are usually very good at head knees. And switch legs. For me, fairly tight, so when I do a lot of head knees, I either have to rely on being taller than my opponent or jumping in the air, getting those feet off the ground into a flying knee. Then it's no problem. And back up. Hands or elbows on the inside of the thighs or close to the knees and push out. This is like if you do traditional martial arts, it's your straddle stance, but we're just doing this as a warm-up for the split. And now free your hands and drop the weight over one side. One leg straight, one leg bent. And switch all the way to the other side. You can go toes up or toes flat to the floor, foot flat to the floor. Either one is fine. I prefer toes up because it starts to stretch out the hamstrings. Good warm up. And let's flip onto our back. This is my favorite way to get a good hamstring stretch because you don't engage your lower back. One leg towards the ceiling or the sky if you're outside. Hands on the back of the leg and then just pull and feel that hamstring stretch out. Just hold it there for a little longer. 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. And let's cross the legs. We're going to reach up and grab our shins and drag the knees towards the chest, just stretching out the glute. Switch legs. And we're going to finish off with some of the deeper stretches now. All right, while we're down here, let's do our split. Throw the legs out as wide as you can. Toes up. Legs straight, making sure they're not popping up in a bend. Breathe deep and just tip your weight to the side. It doesn't need to be too far. I mean, I can get way down here if I kind of curl my back, but just doing this and keeping everything straight gives me the same stretching sensation. So I don't need to feel like I need to, throw my body out of position. And over to the other side. And just a gentle tip forward. And bring the bottom of the feet together. Just flare those knees up and down. For 3 and 2 and 1. Hold the knees towards the floor and then take your chest down towards your feet. And we're going to go into our last stretch for today. We're going to go to our big lunge. We're going to elevate as much as we can, trying to get through the hip flexor. But in addition, I want you to take the lead hand and grab the back foot and pull that heel towards the glute. You can rest your opposite hand on the knee if you prefer, trying to feel the stretch through the quad all the way to the hip flexor, even up to the psoas potentially of that back leg. Hold that one for 5 more seconds. And switch. This will be our final stretch here. Get deep to start so you already feel everything engaging, then reach backwards and increase the stretch, intensify it. We're going to hold this for 10 seconds. Remember, you want to have some longer stretch holds. Dynamic stretching is good, but sometimes a little static stretch just to really open things up. And 3, 2, and 1. And that's it. So if you do these two routines, the one yesterday, which I put you through upper body and the lower body, that's a great start in mobilizing. I will put together a full follow along, like 20-minute stretch routine for exercising, which will really help you open things up, but we don't always have all that time. So just following along with one of these per day will help you immensely. Let's call it there, guys. If you enjoyed the episode, please give it a like, and I will see you back here soon for another video.